Hi all, welcome again to Win Win Chess for Kids. This time we are again about to see the Indian history of a Queen Avanti Bai. Avanti Bai was born on 16th August 1831 into a zamindar family. She is known to have been extremely independent and well trained in her childhood years. She was not only skilled in military strategy and state affairs, but was also fully capable of archery, horse riding, and wielding of sword. Avanti Bai is an icon of rebellion, sacrifice, and martyrdom in a long, brutal history of fighting colonial rule. Her political and combat education made her a good candidate for a ruler. She was accepted as a suitable bride for the king's son. At a young age, she was married to Vikramaditya Lodhi of Ramgarh, which presently lies in Madhya Pradesh. After the king fell ill, she took over the throne. It is no surprise that under her rule, kingdom flourished. But British refused to accept Avanti Bai and her sons Aman Singh and Shah Singh as the heir of the throne. Seeing as in their eyes there was no heir to Ramgarh throne, it has allowed them to install their own administration to replace Lodhi's rule. This was due to an ambiguous annexation policy, the doctrine of lapse, commonly associated with Lord Dalhousie, that was applied by the British East India Company before 1858. It allowed the company to install administration in any princely state if the ruler was incompetent or died without a male heir, taking away the Indian ruler's rights to appoint the successors. On 13 September 1851, Ramgarh was declared the court of wards with a British-approved administrator Sheikh Mohammed installed in place. This decision did not sit well with Rani Avanti Bai. After the king's death in 1857, she found the perfect opportunity to respond to the foreign insult. She had the administrator thrown out of her kingdom and declared the war upon the British rule. By May 1857, news about the incident in Maruthu and Delhi had spread across the subcontinent. People in villages had been preparing for the rebellion. Rani Avanti Bai too decided to send her own message. Carrying a handwritten notes and a set of bangles, emissaries were sent to the neighboring kingdoms to gain support in the war against the British. The message, if they had any semblance of loyalty or honor towards their country, they would pick the arms and fight, or they would sit at home and wear those bangles. After an instant where the British caught a whiff of rebellion and executed King Shankar Shah, the entire region was incensed and ready to fight back. Rani Avanti Bai's own people rebelled on her and became the leader of the rebellion. Her influence had multiple central provinces joining her armed fight. She raised an army of 4,000 people, leading them to the war. Rani Avanti Bai led her troops to a village named Kerry near Mandla. While British expected an easy victory, they were shocked to be defeated by our army. They had no choice but to back down while she controlled Mandla from December 1857 to February 1858. The British did not take this slight with grace. Determined to wipe out our rule, they retaliated with brutal force and attacked Ramgarh. They set the region on fire, and Rani Avanti Bai had no choice but to seek safety in the hilly forest of thevar. Still, the queen did not give up. Utilizing guerrilla warfare techniques, she infiltrated General Washington's camp and dismantled his force. But unfortunately, she found herself trapped by the British forces, who had surrounded Ramgarh. Knowing that her defeat was imminent, she found it better to sacrifice her life than to be taken in the hands of the enemy. On 20th March 1858, she fell upon her own sword and became a martyr. Her last words are, "A Durgavati ought to never let the enemy get their hands on her while she lived. Don't forget this." Durgavati is the queen who lived in 15th century. Salute and honor to the greatest queen Avanti Bai for her bravery and sacrifice for the freedom.